Welcome back. You're watching News Tonight. A central agency to regulate the erection and maintenance of cell phone towers in the city will soon be in place in Chennai. In the wake of the recent incidents in Chennai's Aripuram, where a 70-feet-high cell phone tower crashed in an apartment complex on Tuesday, the city's top cop held a meeting with service providers in the city. Let's listen in to what he had to say.
This meeting of service providers was necessitated because there was a collapse of a cell phone tower sometime back, and we wanted to take stock of the situation as far as Chennai was concerned, because there was no central agency whom we could approach for getting the number of cell phone towers in the city, or what are the guidelines which were laid down regarding the erection and maintenance of towers. So this was a grey area. This was taken up at the Law and Order meeting convened by the Chief Secretary, and then it was decided that we should hold such a meeting, and that's why this meeting was held. And there's quite a good turnout. Close to 50 people came from about 12 service providers, and we had a very free and frank discussion. And now we have mapped out areas which need some kind of scrutiny as regards the erection and maintenance of these towers, and we'll be studying it and come up with some guidelines which we'll be sending it to the government.
On to some business news. The stock markets are gearing up for a big day today, and starting today, the state-run coal miner Coal India tried and mopped up more than 15,000 crores from the Indian markets with an initial public offer. This was the largest IPO in the Indian corporate history ever. Experts have termed the price band 225 to 245 as attractive, and believe that despite the size, it would attract the interest of both domestic and foreign investors. The inflow of money is expected to take a toll on the even currency valuations, with the rupee expected to climb against the dollar. Coal India is world's largest coal miner, feeding 80% of India's coal needs. Now, going green has been the mantra for a while now, with the ever-increasing campaigns to protect our environment. Interestingly, the eco-fever has silently created numerous jobs for the women folk, also giving them the international recognition. Our reporter Pratiksha Ramkumar takes the green mile.
Bags, mats, jams, soaps and even rice. And it hardly stops there. Organic and eco-friendly are the new brand names now. When you buy these things, you're not just going green, but also providing employment to thousands of people, especially women across the country.
If you look at the mat bags there, we are sourcing it from a women's self-help group that is near Dindivanam. So it does generate significant amount of employment and some spare cash for these women.
With nearly 80% of organic products being made by women, it's being recognized by international bodies as a prime avenue that women can specialize in. In fact, the theme of the SAARC Women's Entrepreneurs Summit in Chennai next month is green.
A lot of women are making eco-friendly products. We picked up, like for example, rice cookers and frying pans and so, which are made by eco-friendly products. They're going to exhibit, one of the stalls is going to be that.
I think there are a lot of opportunities for women across various socio-economic strata to venture into different areas and realize their potential.
Chennai city will witness nearly 100 women from across 8 SAARC countries displaying a breathtaking range of eco-friendly products. And when you buy them, you not only become an environmentalist, but in a way, feminist as well. In Chennai, Pratiksha for NDTV Hindu.
And as the festival season is underway, Chennai's rush to buy gold is at its prime. But how pure is the gold we buy? Is a jeweler's promise a reliable guarantee for the quality of the product? But La Figas the answer to these questions. Take a look.
The price of gold touched a new high in recent weeks. But with Diwali just 2 weeks away, gold stores in Chennai are witnessing the usual festive rush. But how pure is the gold we buy? Is it as good as the assurance given by the seller? But customers say are not sure.
That BAS hallmark, which they are telling that it should be branded, all the jewelries. See, normally we see it and only on the hook of a chain and not on the whole chain. So the hook alone is being branded as BAS and not the chain, where we get confused. Again, one thing is that. The other one we can talk about is the wastage. See, it differs from each shop. So we will not be able to identify the correct percentage of wastage for each type of jewelry. So again, there is a vague idea about it.
A consumer recently filed a cheating complaint against a jewel store when he was sold a 18-carat gold ring instead of a ring with a 23-carat value.
You have to definitely pay the compensation to the tune of 5,000 rupees and ensure the purity is mentioned in the bill and in the particular component also. But ultimately, the National Commission gave a direction saying that the quality of the purity of the gold should be definitely mentioned in the particular percentage and using the caratometer.
The case highlights the lack of rules to govern the quality of the gold we buy. But the case also underlines the need for customers to be more aware about what they get from their favorite jeweler who has that rare design. In Chennai, Bertila, NDTV Hindu.
The Ministers' panel on the Commonwealth Games has met for the first time after the completion of the Games and has decided to extend the tenure of the organizing committees for the Games. The tenure of the government officials associated with the organizing committee has been extended to further orders. The Sports Ministry will decide how long their tenure should be.
The decision taken by the government, as informed to the GOM by the Sports Ministry, that the senior officers made available to the organizing committee by the Government of India will be allowed to continue in the organizing committee until further orders.
Meanwhile, the CAG has said that a Games audit report will be completed in 3 months. Speaking a short while ago, he said if it has to be meaningful probe, then audit has to be in 3 months. The audit will cover all the aspects of the Games, not just expenses, but also the physical outcome of the expenditure. Tennis star Rafael Nadal is letting his hair down just that this time it's our very own nation after Nadal made an early exit from the Shanghai Masters. The world #1 made full use of his spare time by flying down to India. Nadal visited a tennis academy in Anantapur, 300 kilometers from Hyderabad. The academy was started by a Spanish priest, Father Vincent Ferrer, and aims at training underprivileged kids from Andhra Pradesh. Nadal was seen giving tips to budding tennis players from the academy. Running restaurants, several cricketers seem to be fascinated by restaurant business. Sachin Tendulkar, Sourav Ganguly, Zaheer Khan, to name just a few. A more recent entrant to that list is Srishant, who owns the Bat and Ball Inn in Kochi. But that's not all. Drop in and you may just find Srishant shaking a leg and singing a song.
Srishant's dancing skills are more than well documented, but shaking a leg isn't the only thing that keeps this pacer from Kochi busy when he isn't battling an opposition on the cricket pitch. Shri owns the Bat and Ball Inn in Kochi, which houses rare cricket memorabilia, including the bats of Sunil Gavaskar and Greg Chappell. Other than the cricketing knickknacks on display, this inn also plays host to a band called S36. The only person missing from the band is Srishant, who's busy on cricket duty.
Whenever he comes to the home, he always plays music. Everyone nearby can feel Sri's presence by the music.
The S stands for Shri and 36 is the Pacers jersey number.
We all had a creative interest where we could showcase the interest. So we thought, why not form a band like where we can collaborate music with dance and showcase all our talents.
Singing and dancing are the only creative inputs Srishant provides.
He writes lyrics also. We use some of his lyrics for our band, and already we released 2 albums.
S36 is just like Srishant, lively and bubbling, and a touch of cricket in everything. If you want to catch more of it, Srishant is going to launch this band officially in December. This is Kunal Wahi in Kochi for NDTV 24/7.
Well, 4 weekends, more than 200 matches and almost 70 teams. Well, all these figures clearly reflect how popular the Radisson Beach Volleyball Tournament has become in the last 1 year. In the final match between the arch rivals TCS and Cognizant, TCS did emerge the champions for the 2nd year consecutively. Our sports reporter Sudarshan finds the secret behind this team.
finally the moment is here for which all the 70 teams participated in the second edition of Radisson Beach Volleyball Tournament were waiting for. And it's TCS team which emerged as the champion for the second year consecutively. And with me, TCS team members are here to talk more about the tournament and how tough was to win this tournament. So first question really I want to ask you, sir, how tough was to win the final match?
Yeah, it's been really an exciting moment for all of us. Being a defending champion, we had a lot of hype within our company as well as, all of the other teams have been keep on reminding that TCS has been a good opponent to play always. So it's really a fantastic moment for all of us.
One thing, just if I ask you like that, you work for 6 days in a week. So where do you get time to really practice?
Early morning.
Early mornings. So just final question I want to ask you as a captain. What can we expect from TCS in the next edition of the tournament?
We love to be the champions again.
13-12. With this, the second edition of the Radisson Beach Volleyball Tournament came to an end. And winners will be off to Singapore, while runners-up will be going to Sri Lankan capital, Colombo. And until the next edition, the Radisson Temple Bay is going back to the silent and sound of the sand and sea. In Mahabalipuram, with Chandy, Sudarshan for NDTV Hindu.
Well, that's all we have for you on this bulletin. Up next is Chennai Speaks Out with Sanjay Pitto. Do stay with us.